We have traveled all over Kenya and East Africa to find hard-working farmers.
We want to celebrate them while giving them the knowledge they need to improve their farms,
get better yields,
and become profitable farmers. We will see how farmers across the region can learn from experts and from each other in every way.
Join us and our experts on this journey
and share their families' experiences as they make these changes.
Karibu to the Shamba Shape Up Safari. Welcome to Shamba Shape Up. We are in Bomet County. Bomet is famous for its great climate, where rain all year round keeps the hills green.
We have come to visit Leonard, a very entrepreneurial business farmer who farms on his family farm. I can see his chicken shed is well built.
I can see a large potato field which looks promising.
Leonard really works hard to try and make his farming a successful business. Leonard, it's very good to be on your farm. It's really beautiful, yeah? And you look like you're doing very well. Maybe you don't even need us.
But I've been having several problems in my farm.
So you need us?
So I need you.
Yes. What are the challenges?
One of them is that I keep poultry and there has been high mortality rate. Yeah, because of diseases. Yeah, so I've tried to make the enterprise sustainable, but there have been several challenges along the value chain. In terms of getting the breeds, yeah, in terms of feeding, and also in terms of getting the right medication. And then another challenge, I'm also a potato farmer. So there have been a lot of diseases. Productivity on land has also been down. So I've had to try and look at why that productivity is going down. And from my own analysis, I have come to realize that before I do any planting, there should be some kind of expertise, some extension service to be given to me as a farmer.
Yes.
Yeah, and then there have also been diseases in my farm, especially the potato blight. So I've had to try and look at ways and means of helping myself.
Leonard, from what we have seen in your farm, you seem to be doing well, reasonably well. Did you share any of your experiences with other farmers?
Yeah, all along I've been trying to source knowledge and information so that I can share with the farmers. The farmers are also facing similar challenges to me, and we have seen that there is need to come up as a group and then try and address these challenges.
So you have a farmers group?
Yeah, I have a farmers group. Yeah.
What is your role there?
I am the chairman.
You are the chairman?
Yes.
That's nice. How big is your group?
My group is made up of 500 farmers.
Those are many farmers.
That's a very many farmers.
Well, you've listened to some of the challenges that you're facing, and that's why we are here with Shamba Shape Up and with experts who will work with you and make sure that you are truly shaped up.
Yeah, I'll really appreciate it.
The first place for us to check is a chicken business. Caleb from Ultra Vetes has come to inspect Leonard's chickens and the chicken house to see if he can find the problem. Leonard, you told us you have problems with your chickens, right?
Yes.
Yes. So here is Caleb. Could you tell him your challenges?
I've been having challenges of diseases. My parts are dying.
There is a lot of things you need to consider when you are raising chicken. That is from disease control, good management, involving feeds, drinks, and good housing. To start with, maybe I will tell you about the house. And I have seen the good housing. It is not very bad. But though there are some few things to be corrected, starting from the ventilation, it is good, but you need to open the opposite side.
Yes.
And also at the floor, you need to check a number of things, including the management of litter.
Yeah.
It is already wet.
Yes.
And did you know that wet litter brings in diseases? I saw already you have a challenge with coccidiosis, and that would cause death of your birds. For your birds, you need to take a few precautions. You either prevent or treat the diseases. Which one is better?
Prevention.
Prevention is better. And for you to prevent, you need to put in a number of things. One is what you call biosecurity, and two is vaccination. So what is biosecurity? Biosecurity is preventing those germs which will get to your birds from reaching your birds. And how will you do this? First of all is hygiene and cleanliness. You make sure that the floor is clean, the housing is clean, and at the entrance you put a foot bath which will prevent germs carried by people, including you, in the shoes from reaching the birds. Also, for you to prevent diseases through biosecurity, ensure that you put in clean and disinfected litter. After that, once you've brought in your birds, the second step of preventing diseases in chicken is vaccination. And there is a program which you need to follow which is suitable for your type of chicken. I would like to tell you that the most dangerous diseases in chicken are caused by viruses. Viral diseases cannot be treated. You only need to prevent through biosecurity and vaccination. There is a disease called Newcastle, which is very common among the chicken farmers, and that can be prevented using a vaccine called Itanu. It's new.
Coccidiasis is a disease which grows in dirty or wet chicken houses and can kill all your chickens. To prevent Newcastle disease, use Avivac. Use a 1/4 cc and carefully inject each chicken in the thigh. The vaccine comes packaged to last 2 weeks. The first thing to tackle is the ventilation. The house should be open on the north and south sides to let in fresh air. Then it's time to clean up the floor. Take out any old and wet litter from the chicken shed. Clean the shed from top to bottom with ultracide disinfectant which kills germs and bacteria. You should also disinfect the drinkers and feeders once in a week. To give your chickens an extra boost, add vitamins to the water. Total will help your chickens grow fast, stay strong against diseases and lay more eggs. Using wood shavings, cover the floor of the shed with about 2 inches of fresh, dry litter. Fog the house with disinfectant and clean the drinkers and the feeders.
Leonard has an acre of potatoes, but told us that his yields have been low and he wants to improve them. An expert from Lackland is going to explain how he can do that. How many bags do you expect to get from here?
I'm expecting to get 20.
20 bags?
Yes.
But you'd love to get how many bags?
I would have loved to get 40.
40 bags?
Yes.
Is that possible?
It may not be possible as per this area he has planted potatoes, because there are procedures he has not followed concerning potato production. The farmer has not followed.
Yes.
So we may expect less than even 20 bags.
Is there a method that he can use that can guarantee him very good harvest?
We have innovated a new way of potato production. It's contrary to the conventional way of potato growing. For instance, the farmers should be using a spacing of 75 by 30. With our program, we use for half an acre 25 kilograms of planting or base soil fertilizer, so that we take care of the soil nutrition. Again, with viazi power, we do seed pre-treatment to avoid seed damage by soil-borne diseases and pests. And then we have a sorted program with foliars thereafter, so that we base on nutrition for the potato up to flowering until harvesting. Yeah, this program, we aim on nutrition. We base on higher number of tubers. We suppress diseases, for instance, bacterial wilt. As one of your potatoes has shown some signs of oozing, that is bacterial wilt. You do not take measures of suppressing the disease before. Yeah.
Now, what is the success rate of viazi power, especially in this region?
The yield harvesting is quite impressive. The farmers were able to double their yields from what they have got previous production.
Which type of chemicals do you use in viazi power?
We need calcium, we still need phosphorus, we need nitrogen. All those are important. They are necessary for plant growth. The ratios in each of the products that we have developed in this program, they really correct the deficiencies right from the soil so that it has a good impact to the plant growth. Yes.
Now, Leonard would like to increase his yield, double, and I'm sure with your help, he's going to adapt the viazi power method and become a very successful potato farmer. You're going to work with him, aren't you?
I will.
Okay.
Yes.
When using the viazi power method, all the chemicals you will need will come pre-packaged in a box for each stage. Always make sure you wear protective clothing when using chemicals and use certified potato seed to get the best crop. The Viazi Power program has 3 steps. The first step is to soak the certified seeds. This is to treat against fungal diseases, scorching, and to get more shoots. The next step is to plant the potatoes. Dig furrows 75 centimeters apart and 25 centimeters deep. Plant the potatoes in the prepared furrows and cover with the soil. The second stage is to spray a foliar feed at the 10-leaf stage when the potatoes have 10 leaves. You need to spray twice, 2 weeks apart. The third step of the Viazi Power program is to spray a foliar feed at the flowering stage. This is to ensure a bumper crop. This is what we are doing with Leonard today, as his potatoes are at the right stage. Mix the chemicals in the Viazi Power flowering pack with 20 liters of clean water in a knapsack. There are enough chemicals in the knapsack for a quarter potato plot. Spray the potato plants with the chemical mixture and remember to wear protective gear. Then, after 2 weeks, spray again with the same chemicals. This will make your potatoes grow big, resist diseases, and have clean skins, which will get better prices from the buyers.
With the potatoes sprayed, Leonard finishes off the chicken shed. Coming up, we have the results of the soil test and Leonard gets some sound financial advice.
Welcome back to Shamba Shape Up. We are in Bomet County with Leonard. He's a busy farmer and wants to learn how to manage his farming business better and use what he learns to help his group make more money.
But he has not yet done one simple thing that is needed on every Shamba. Leonard has never had his soil tested. Soil tests can be essential for a farmer to help his Shamba. Soil Cares has mobile soil testing units that come and test your soil. To collect a soil sample, you must take about 20 soil cores by walking in a zigzag or W pattern over the whole farm. Push an auger or panga in at least 20 centimeters and then pull it out carefully. Place the soil sample in the bag provided and take out anything that is not soil. Remember to label with your name, crops you want to grow, and location. Soil Cares does the analysis for Leonard in his local center and gives us the result in 2 hours. Leonard, we took your soil, we tested it, and now the results are out. Job, what are the results?
Yeah, here are the results. Leonard, what did you want to grow?
I wanted to grow beans for the next season.
Now, for your bean crop, the results indicate that your soil pH is acidic. And for that reason, you will require to add 1,300 kilos of lime, agricultural lime, to your field so that you can bring the pH to what is required for maize production, for beans production. And on the side of fertility, you have enough nitrogen, enough phosphorus, but your potassium is too low. And for that reason, you need to raise your potassium level. And therefore, we are recommending that you apply monoammonium phosphate fertilizer, 30 kilos, to your 1 acre piece of land. Or you can also apply 105 kilograms of Mare fertilizer 17. Your soil health is okay, but we're also recommending that you add 5 tons or 5,000 kilos of compost manure to your farm.
How important is it to have a soil tested?
It's very important for you to have a soil test, because then you will know the type of fertilizer that you're supposed to apply. For example, Leonard needs a fertilizer that will supply only potassium to his field. If he just went to buy fertilizer from the shop, he will buy the wrong fertilizer that his beans don't require. And for that reason, he must do a soil test for him to know the correct fertilizer to use. He also needs to test his soil so that he can know the amount of fertilizer he is required to buy. He also needs to do a soil test so that he will be able to increase his yield production without necessarily increasing the cost of inputs.
You have talked about the lack of potassium. So it means that because I've been using DAP, can I be in a position to use NPK so that I can get the required levels of potassium?
Correct. Yes, you have been using DAP, which is a wrong fertilizer for your crop, because DAP will only supply your farm with nitrogen and phosphorus. From our tests, we realize that your farm has enough nitrogen and enough phosphorus, and therefore you need potassium, which is lacking in DAP. And therefore, that's why we have recommended NPK 17.
So Leonard, you've heard from the expert.
Yes.
So if you follow what he said and the right fertilizers, the next harvest will be a great one, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Leonard can increase his yields by following the advice from the soil test. This is really exciting for Leonard.
Leonard, you look very smart. You are not going to the Shamba, definitely. Where are you off to?
I'm going to town to buy an agrochemical for my farm.
Farm chemicals.
Yes.
Do you want me to go with you?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Accompany me.
You must always be careful where you buy your chemicals. Some shops buy fake chemicals at cheap prices that they then sell on to the farmers. This is dangerous for all farmers. Leonard, is this where you buy your chemicals from?
Yes.
Okay, let's get some chemicals.
Stop! Don't buy your products yet.
Mr. Kimwele, it's good to see you here.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Now, why are you stopping us from getting chemicals from this particular shop?
Yeah, I would like the farmer, our farmer is a progressive farmer. I would like him to buy chemicals that are of high quality and are going to work. And you can only get those chemicals when you buy them from credible shops.
Yes.
And how do you know this shop is credible? When you enter into a shop, you must check whether it has a pest control products license. That shows that this store has been licensed by inspectors from Pest Control Products Board, and it shows that the pesticides they are selling are genuine and are of high quality. The second thing you have to check is whether they have accreditation from Agrochemical Association of Kenya. That will also show that shop is credible. The other thing, when you're buying chemicals, you must get a receipt from the seller.
Why do I need a receipt?
The receipt is very important. Anybody who's going to give you a receipt is somebody who shows that he's credible. But the receipt is also very important. In case you buy the chemical from him and it does not work, when you're complaining, we shall be able to follow it back and get back to the root of the problem, and also without the receipt, it will be difficult for us to able to know where you got the pesticides. So whenever you're buying pesticides, Bwana Leonard, please make sure that you have the seller gives you a receipt.
So, it's important for the farmer to know what he's buying is genuine and for him to get a receipt. But it is also essential that the shop buys good product from reliable suppliers. How important is it for the stockist to trust the people who is buying his stocks from?
Yeah, for the stockists are also very important. And as we said earlier, they must be licensed from the Pest Control Products Board. That one shows that they are licensed to sell products. The other thing is where do they get their supplies from? They should only get supplies from genuine people. And these are people who come and sell their products from vehicles that are marked. And anybody who's selling products to the stockist must be able to have an accreditation card from the company and also from Agrochemical Association of Kenya. The second thing they should also know is that they should not buy pesticides that are cheap. Anybody who's selling a cheap pesticide most likely will be selling a counterfeit pesticide. The third thing is that the person who is selling you should have a receipt that can be able to show his physical location, so that in case there's something, that receipt can help you let us follow back. So it's very important to know where the stock is to source from genuine suppliers, and that's very important. That way, the farmers will also have confidence with that stockist, and he'll be able to sell.
How can I know between a fake product and a genuine product?
When you are buying your products, as I said again, you must get somebody who's selling your genuine product will always give you a receipt. And before you leave the shop, please look at the label to see that the expiry date and all that, so that you don't buy products that have expired. And also check whether the product has a PCPB number.
I think right now what you're going to do is follow what you have told us and make sure that Leonard has genuine products. With all these accreditations and certificates to make sure we are getting good chemicals, there must be a busy office somewhere doing all this work. PCPB at the office in Nairobi check all the agrochemicals that can be sold in Kenya to make sure that they're the right quality and do the right job. They also check all the agro dealers and license them when they know that they are selling the real products. Now, if Leonard gets good chemicals, uses the right fertilizers, and gets a bumper potato crop and chicken, he'll need to know how to manage his money better.
Are there any tips for farmers like Leonard here who have diverse businesses?
First of all, one of the tips is first to look at which business brings more profit. And from there you are able to diversify and you are able to work with that business first, develop the business well, learn about the business, and then after you do that, you'll be able now to move forward and you'll be able to know whether the business is giving you some income and there are profit there. Then at that point, you'll be able now to look at other businesses and see how you can now manage the same way you are managing that business. But the challenges will be when you have so many kind of businesses and they are working all of them simultaneously. There are challenges of one of them will not be tackled well, you'll not have good time to manage the other one, and you'll find at one place some of the businesses will fail. But if you become focused on one, then after you develop one and it grows, then you start now diversifying the others. Then you'll see the success of your business moving forward. So Leonard, I advise you to look at the business which gives you a lot of income, which you are able to do it very fast and which you are able to learn it well and also learn the challenges, and you'll be able to succeed with that. Then the others you'll be able now to diversify and look at it as you learn the success of the first business.
I'm a small group and we want to start making crisps and chips. So I would like to be given advice on how to go about that business.
One of the key ways for you to succeed is to work with the Kenya Bureau of Standards, where you'll be able to get the certification of your business, and you'll be able now from there to move forward and able to sell even to different people and also to different institutions. Because if you are to sell to without the Kenya Bureau of Standards, you are not able to sell to many people. And if you want to focus on other big institutions like supermarket where you can take your produce, they will not be able to accept your produce without their certification. So you'll have to work with the Kenya Bureau of Standards. You get the barcode, and the barcode will able now to you to move even ahead and sell. The other thing you need to know is actually to have the potatoes which are of quality, so that when you are producing to your customers, they'll be able to prepare good potato clips and you'll be able to sell to your customers well. And I think when you do that, you'll be able to move forward. Then the third thing is to focus on the customers. You have to know those people around in the community who take potato clips, so that before you start the business, you understand the customer will be able, you can sell to. Because if you just prepare potato clips and you don't know where to sell, then definitely you have a challenge of looking for the market. So you need to do a analysis to know the kind of the customer who take the chips, who have the potato clips, and also the market where you can sell. And I believe with that you'll be able to reach your market well
and your business will grow.
Well, that's very good advice, don't you think?
That's a very good advice.
The first thing for Leonard to do, we can see, is to go and find out who will buy his potato crisps, where they are, and how much they want to spend. Then he can make the crisp packets the right size for the right price and sell at the right place. If he gets a Kenya Bureau of Standards sticker, then he can sell them anywhere, even to big supermarkets, which will help him to grow the group's potato crisp business into a big profitable company.
Another successful Shamba shape-up.
And now Leonard will spread the message to other farmers of what he has learned.
Yes, see you next time on
Shamba Shape-up. Leonard is keen to put all this new knowledge into practice. First, he wants to teach his farming group how to improve their business skills so they can work together to make their potato business one of the best in the country. Good luck, Leonard.
We've covered so much, and if you are like me, you may not remember it all.
Weather, diseases, new crops, type of crops, cows, goats, chickens, markets,
and so much more.
Shamba Shape-up has a service to help you, so you don't have to remember everything.
It is called the iShamba, and it can send information to help you know what to do on your farm and when to plant.
You can even call and talk to an expert if you get really stuck.
Just send an SMS with the word JOIN to 21606.
And you can shape yourself up anytime and anywhere. Shamba Shape-up is online. To learn more about today's topics or to watch any of our previous episodes, visit shambashapeup.com, select the episode and click play. You could also visit our Facebook page, Shamba Shape-up, to get more information, get involved in discussions, and also get a chance to enter some of our great competition to win great prizes. You can also find us on Twitter @Shamba Shape-up.